guys, welcome back.
Welcome
to
back
this,
to that.
to this, whatever
You
that
know,
is.
you already know what it is.
You know what it
For
is,
real.
We got ramen today. Okay. We got ramen today, guys. It was really good.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, the mic touched my nose. It was really good. I got tonkatsu. She got beef.
And it was spicy. And they make it spicy.
They do. That my first bite, it was hot and spicy. I burned my throat both ways.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Like you can say I want it spicy because usually they're like, oh, do you want it mild, medium, or hot? Like they usually give you like a little range, but you just have to say spicy, and then
they just do whatever they want. I guess they say, okay, I guess they look like they can handle some spice.
Yeah. But we were in there and they're playing some bops.
They were. I don't know who was directing their music, but it's really good.
Yeah. And then there was a song that was playing, and I looked over and I said, I think this is Liam Payne. I was like, this is Liam Payne or something like that.
And I was like, it does sound like him.
Yeah, so we were in there convinced that it was Liam Payne because it literally sounded like him.
Yes. So we started listening to the lyrics, and the lyrics were crazy. They were talking about dying, like my last breath. What?
Talking like this is the last time we'll say goodbye, or something like that.
And then like something before I go, and we were like, oh my god, like he was talking about death, like that's so sad. We started getting sad. Like again, we don't care about this man that much.
Yeah, we weren't big fans or anything, but we were just like, damn, these lyrics are really hitting because like we know he's dead.
Yeah, and we were like, that's fucked up. And then
and then we were like sitting down here like taking notes or whatever,
figuring out what we want to talk about.
We said let's like fact check to see if that's actually him. We looked it up.
It's a 5 Sauce song, 5 Seconds of Summer.
It wasn't even Liam Payne.
We don't even want to tell you which one it is. You guys can figure it out.
Yeah, so that's kind of embarrassing for us. I'm glad nobody like overheard us. Like,
I think the girl at the counter did.
Honestly, me too. Because
she was looking over a lot.
She was looking over at us. She's like, these bitches are dumb. It's not even him.
No, and we were talking about, oh my god. Looking like we're about to cry.
No, for real, it's so funny. That's embarrassing.
Anyways, and then we just enjoyed the rest of our ramen.
But that was funny.
I got this page all dirty from the ink in my hand.
You were going hard.
Yeah. Something else we did. What did we do? That was last week. Last week we went to go see Esther Pavitsky. And I hope I'm saying her last name right. I assume I am, but I don't know.
I didn't know her name because when you asked me if I wanted to go see her, I looked it up because I was like, I don't know who Esther is. And then I saw her and I said, oh my god, yes, I love Esther. She's so funny.
If you guys don't know who Esther Pavitsky is, she's in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. She's a comedian. She was in a show that she did with another friend, Alone Together. She's married.
She's got a baby.
Yeah, she actually said that was exclusive info she was giving us that night. She said that her and her husband had only got married like a month prior and they hadn't told nobody. And then she got on stage talking about, oh, my husband. And she said, oh, we were supposed to keep that a secret.
Yeah. But her comedy show was really good. She was funny. And just seeing her in person, it's just so cool.
So cute.
When you see like a celebrity in front of you.
Yeah. Somebody that you like too.
Yeah. You're like, wow, that's crazy.
And she's so cute. When she came out on the stage, she had those big old glasses.
She was like,
yeah, she kept pushing them up and she was like, the crowd. Oh, she just kept pushing them up.
She didn't even have the mic in front of her either. So like most of us probably couldn't even hear what she was saying, but it's just like funny.
She was just like, wow. Yeah. And then she said, let me get by the mic.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't know this. She's like, I didn't think there was going to be this many people here. I didn't know this many people lived in Tacoma.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny.
And she was so sweet. Her host was good. Her opener was really funny.
So funny.
I have to look back and see what his name is. I think it was Ryan something. But he was so funny. Anyways, that show is really good. But the thing that sucks is the comedy club that they host these at. There's a two like item minimum, and it can only be during the show. But then they be sending you stuff talking about, oh, come to our happy hour an hour before the show. Come do this. You can get hella drinks for cheap. And then they be talking about, oh, disclaimer, this isn't a part of your 2 minimum though.
Yeah.
So they want you to come spend hella money and then still spend full price during the show.
It's actually insane, like that they, like you're forced to buy 2 items.
Yeah, per person. It's not even per party, it's per person.
And that room was pretty full. Like, that's so much food to make. And I know most of us are not even finishing that food. It's like a waste.
Yeah.
But I guess like they are trying to get their money, but also
at what cost? Like kind of like, you know, when it's big parties, make it per person. When it's like 2 people, make it just per party.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Kind of dumb.
But luckily they don't be pressuring you too much after you get your 2 items. I feel like after that they just leave you alone.
They do,
which is nice. Some places will like pressure you. They're like, do you want anything else? Are we looking at dessert? Like, no. You guys want a little mocktail?
Not looking for anything.
I'm looking to get out of here after the show,
literally.
And I'm not looking to ask for no to-go box or anything either.
I don't want to take these nachos to go.
No,
they're be soggy. They're already soggy. When they came out, they were soggy.
Never. And covered in olives.
So many
controversial
olives.
Opinion. Olives should never be anywhere near nachos.
No. They're like, I mean, they like fit the aesthetic of nachos.
Yeah, for the look, but for a little picture.
I don't want to be.
It adds color, diversity, but no. When I get a bite of olive with like some delicious beef,
just put extra
some
cheese,
beans. Yeah,
that's it.
Ugh.
But we saw her and she was so silly, so small. Could pick her up. Could just pick her up and give her a kiss.
Yeah, she actually was so small. And she was talking about her baby, and then there was this guy in the crowd. She was talking about how much she hates doctors, and there was this guy in the crowd. She's like, "Any doctors here tonight?" And nobody raised their hand. She said, "Good. Doctors don't deserve
to laugh."
And then this guy raised his hand, and she didn't notice. And then she was like, "Oh, you're a doctor. What are you a doctor of?" And he said, "I'm a real doctor. I'm a veterinarian."
Yeah.
And then they talked for like the rest of the show.
Literally, I was like, oh.
He was a really weird older guy though. But like, if I could only have heard everything he said, then maybe it would have been funny. But it was so hard to hear when they ask questions to the crowd. That's the one thing that sucks.
And she wasn't even repeating what he was saying.
I know. That's the one thing I hate when like at comedy shows is when they don't repeat what the crowd says. And I'm like, I know you know that we barely heard what they said. They're not yelling. They're talking directly to you.
Yeah. I feel like I'm okay. I have this energy drink, and for a second I felt like and now I'm sitting here and I feel like I'm crashing out. Like,
really?
Yeah, go to sleep. Cut the camera, turned it off, wrapped it up.
What can get your spirits back up?
No, I'm fine. Let's keep talking.
Let's keep going. Here's another fun story to throw at you.
Fun one coming to you.
The other night, I was over at Ani's house, and you know her little dog Charlie. You know we've shouted him out so often, and I had seen this video on TikTok a while ago, or like the other day, where this lady was like, "Oh, I'm going through names to see which dog or like which name my dog responds to, and like that'll be his name. Like hopefully I run upon his name." And so she called out Kevin, and he started running towards her. He was so excited. He was hopping around, and she said it again, and he started jumping. He was so excited, and she said, "Damn it, I don't want him to be named Kevin, but I think that's his name."
That's his name.
So we started going through just random names with Charlie. And we stopped on Gilbert, and tell me why he actually reacted to it.
He liked the name
Gilbert.
He
didn't care for any of the other names that we gave, and then we stopped on Gilbert, and his ears would perk up. Mm-hmm. And we had a ball calling him Gilbert all the time.
Like, Gilbert.
It was just so funny. That's literally all there is to the story.
There's not much to it.
But it's just really funny. So if your name's Gilbert, I shout out to you, I guess.
Shout out to you, but like, why are people still naming their kids Gilbert?
Yeah,
we've been watching a lot of good things recently.
Yes,
and literally all of my TikTok. Okay, not all of my TikTok, but most of my TikTok is people like Letterbox, you know, like saying their top 4 movies, and we were like, that would be a little fun to do. Share our top 4 movies. Mm-hmm. Share our top 4 movies. Did I say it weird before? I feel like I did.
No, I think you just kind of slurred them together a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Brittany when she said.
Sorry, I think I had a stroke. Yeah, so when that was happening in the video, and it was like kind of silent, and I was like, "Is there an ad or like is there an ad coming?" Because it was like silent for a second, and I just thought that was funny. Anyways, So do you want to share your top 4?
You share first.
Okay, I forgot
I've
what
been
I
telling
put.
all the stories.
I just been like, yeah, that's what happened.
Talk about guys, I'm crashing. Don't want to say nothing.
Okay.
You said I don't like my list.
It just seemed like the pen stayed like pen marks everywhere is funny.
I know. It doesn't dry fast enough.
So my 4 movies. The first one. So nervous. Like I'm presenting. First one is No Hard Feelings. These are just movies that was feeling like in the moment right now. I'm pretty sure like if I could think of other top 4 movies, they would definitely change.
Yeah,
But right
like
now these are ones that I'm vibing with.
Yeah.
No Hard Feelings is definitely one that I would recommend to somebody if they're looking for something funny and just like a really good cast. Like,
yeah, it's like a really
so
easy
good.
to put on comedy movie.
Yes, and it makes me laugh every single time. Like even if I'm not like hard laughing, I'm still kind of like, huh, like small little giggle.
Yeah, like when you be watching a TikTok and you're like,
yeah, yeah. But I feel like I had the phase where I was putting that movie on pretty often, and I was just loving it. I love Jennifer Lawrence. She's so silly. What?
You just had
the only way I can read is so that's my number 1.
I'm gonna blur the notebook.
Why? What? Who's reading this? What?
That's the way you act.
Okay.
He said my second one.
The second one that I think would probably stay on there, like always, probably.
Always, probably, maybe, sometimes, probably though.
Probably not. I don't know. Finding Nemo. I really like Finding Nemo.
Do you need something to fit you? You really are treating like a presentation.
I really like Finding Nemo. It's just so funny. That movie is actually so funny. Like the humor in that movie is so good. But like when it's sad, you know, like he's away from his family. I mean, well, his dad. And yeah, I really like that one. I feel like that's all I said about it. I really like this movie.
That's why I was laughing.
But
that's so funny. I love it.
If you haven't watched Finding Nemo recently, like if you used to watch
I just keep seeing that you're
if you watched the movie when you were younger,
watch
like
it again.
You liked it, you haven't watched it in a while, as like an adult, put it on. I promise you, you will laugh.
Yeah, you'll be like, wait, that absolutely flew over my head.
Yeah. Okay, third movie.
And these are no particular order either.
No, just top 4. But third movie is La La Land. That one is so amazing.
It's a good movie.
I did not expect to love that movie as much as I did. I watched it when I was in high school. I went to go see it at the Grand, actually. And that was just like, I left that theater with chills and tears. I was like, OMG, this is the best movie I've ever seen, and I will stick to that till the end of the day.
That's the end of the day today is all I can give it.
Yeah.
Might change tomorrow. I'm being realistic.
But just like their love story and also just like their own story and how they're both trying to like reach their dreams together, but in the end, like, you know, it gets sad. They don't reach their dreams together or achieve what they wanted, and it's just like really sad because that look that they give it to each other at the end gets me every single time because you feel everything that they're feeling with just the look they give each other.
Emma Stone.
Dang,
Emma Stone in romance movies is insane. It's crazy.
She's so
like
good.
It's the same as like Rachel McAdams. Like it's not their main genre that they go into, but when they're in a romance movie, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, they are in love.
Yeah, or it's gonna be goofy.
Excuse me. Fourth movie. Oh, you can have it back though.
No, I'm not trying to grab it. Look how long this hair is. Can y'all see that? Okay, anyway.
I just swept my floor. But the fourth movie is I just watched it recently in theaters, and this movie was not promoted at all.
Barely.
Nobody talked about it. I only saw a trailer for it one time, and I have not seen a trailer for it at all.
You know what I'm wondering?
After that,
because of the main actress, remember how like the whole new Scream, they were like, oh, we're blacklisting her because she's free Palestine. I wonder if that's why they didn't promote it either.
honestly,
If
probably.
they like barely promoted it because they were like, well, we've already blacklisted you, like whatever.
Oh my god, yeah, probably.
That's so annoying.
But anyways, if y'all know who we're talking about, I don't know her name.
I think it's Michelle or Michaela something.
I don't know, but she's in the new Scream movies, and that happened with her. But it's called the movie's Your Monster. I don't know if I said that.
I don't think so.
Your Monster, and it just came out. It was released in October, and I love this movie. It kind of gave the same vibe of Lisa Frankenstein.
Yes.
It was like the exact same vibe because it's like her and there's like this monster in her house. It's like this monster in her closet, and like they just like hang out in the house all the time, and she just like talks to him about like all her problems and everything. And then they kind of just like build like some type of romantic relationship. Okay, also there was like they had sex. Like she had sex with this monster. It was steamy. Like for real. I did not expect it. I'm telling you, the chemistry she had with this dude was so good.
Okay. The section she had in Vita.
She is a great actress. Like I loved her in that movie, and the guy, like, it was just a really good movie. I recommend it. That movie's like a 10 out of 10. But those are my top 4 movies. I feel like that's a variety.
That's a good variety. And there's like, you know, the other little ones you mentioned are so good. Lisa Frankenstein.
That movie's good.
You reminded me of that, and now I'm like, I want that, but
yeah,
you know,
we did talk about it on our first video though.
We did. Yeah. I love that movie. I love Diablo Cody. I like Jennifer's Body. I love Lisa Frankenstein. I love Jennifer's Body. Like, so good. Okay. So my 4 movies. I wanted to throw a little animated movie on there too, so I put Luca. And guys, you would be worried at how obsessed I was with Luca when it came out. I was watching it every day, multiple times a day. Yeah. Like I would watch it like there was a night, I think it was that night, remember that summer that it was like 100 degrees like for like 2 or 3 days? Like over 100 degrees. I watched it, power almost going out. I watched it back to back. Literally the power went out in the middle of me watching it. And because it was so hot, and then I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch this movie again. But there was a day that literally I watched it 3 times back to back. As soon as it ended, I would start it again.
Really? I didn't know you loved it that much.
I watched it back to back multiple times. Like I don't know. It's such a good movie. I love it. Ani bought me a shirt, a Luca shirt. So cute.
And I've never seen them wear it.
I wear it as pajamas, or I wear it under sweaters and stuff. And it's great. I love that movie. My second one, About Time. Guys, also, if you haven't seen About Time, if you like romance movies, if you like comedy, if you like Rachel McAdams. I don't know if
I've seen that movie.
You have. I'm pretty sure I made you watch it with me.
Oh, I have, apparently.
It's such a good movie. It's about time travel. Kind of.
Oh, I know now.
Yes. It's so good. I love that movie. I feel like they show human relationships so well. My third, and this is like a tie, and I said whichever comes out of my mouth first, but I don't think I could. These will both come out of my mouth. Death Becomes Her and Clue. That's all I have to say, guys. If you've seen them, you know. You understand. Comment. OG Clue and Death Becomes Her, Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn. Love those bitches together.
I haven't seen that movie, but I've seen Clue.
As soon as I watched Death Becomes Her, I watched it in like middle school. Favorite movie instantly. I loved it. I said, I clapped and everything. I started screaming. I said, I loved it. And every year, if not like, or every other year, if not every year, I think I watch it at least once. Same with like Beetlejuice and other classics. Clue is a multiple times. Sometimes when I find somebody who hasn't watched it, I'm like, we should watch Clue. And I force them to watch Clue.
I'm like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And then my fourth movie, I think I want to change it. I just watched this movie last night, and My Old Ass. I think it's a
Oh,
really good.
yeah.
It's a really good like coming of age movie. I think they touch on growing up really well, and then also like
Finding who you are,
yeah, like
really.
finding who you are, like being okay with who you are,
Mhm.
and then also I like the aspect of like um of
That
like
movie's so good. I'm just thinking about it.
yeah, of like being okay with what happens in life.
Mhm.
Because like she's trying to stop her from doing something so her future self doesn't have to feel all this pain, but like you have to feel that.
Yeah.
Like it would be worse not having that
Mhm.
than avoiding it, or like than
Yeah.
actually just having it and having it taken away.
Yeah.
Which I think is like that's such a good message. Like
That movie was good.
don't be scared just because you think it could be gone. Like
Mhm.
just cherish it while you have it,
Yeah.
which is so beautiful.
Like that Sabrina Carpenter song where she's like, "Don't smile,
Don't smile because it happened.
smile
Baby
because it's
cry because it's over.
yeah,
Hmm.
so good actually."
Yeah.
um,
But I just love the message. I love Aubrey Plaza. Love anything Aubrey Plaza's in. It's
that movie was
gorgeous. It's
good.
such a good movie. And it's so funny. I feel like they mix like
It was
the
really funny in the
humor and
beginning
like the sad stuff like so well. And
because
even when they
that's life.
yeah, and even when they start kind of getting into the sad stuff, they have like this whole break where you're like there's humor in it, but
Hmm.
like it just makes you really feel like grateful. It like makes you think about everything cuz like
Yeah.
they're like,
Also, that's a movie that I feel like nobody really talked about either. Why
mm-mm,
is nobody talking about the good movies?
right? Crazy.
Anyways,
Two honorable mentions, which not super like whatever, but Smile and The Substance. Y'all know how much I love The Substance. I've been talking about The Substance every other episode. And Smile, Smile and Smile 2.
those are really, really
Those
good.
are so good. And I recently saw somebody talk about the creature and they were like, oh, they were doing too much with the creature. That's the best part about it. They did so much that it's so scary.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
I saw a video
gross.
this morning that was all practical. In that first movie, when it's like crawling into her mouth, that's a big ass, like 10-foot puppet. And then her body is a puppet so they can stretch her mouth.
Ooh,
Isn't
that's
that crazy? Like, that's all
nasty.
practical. They had people in the
Yeah,
suit and like moving it. I thought that was crazy.
that is crazy.
I love when I find out things are practical or
Yeah.
puppets. Also, remember after we watched Where the Wild Things Are, and I was like, "What do you think those are?"
Oh yeah.
Those are human puppets. People were in
Oh,
those.
that's really cool.
They're Jim Henson puppets, like the Muppets.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyways,
Fun
two fun
facts.
facts. So those are our movies.
Yeah. Top 4 movies. Check them
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, and then I mean, I always be like, "Oh, if you're watching this, comment down below, guys." I know nobody's watching it. All right, guys. Yeah, check out those movies.
You know, we're feeling a little crazy, a little toxic.
We're feeling a little controversial. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Threatening.
You go. You start something off for us.
First of all,
You said, what does this mean?
no, the children and dogs.
Children and dogs.
Wait, what exactly is the controversial thing there, though?
I believe, and this is maybe a hot take, but I truly think any child under, I would say 7 or 8, does not deserve a dog in their life.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn that it is like a living thing. And I feel like by 7, 8, you kind of start to get the concept.
Yeah.
When I see kids out in public, and the only reason I say this is like, and 7 and 8 is like gracious. I feel like at like max, you should be in your double digits by the time you get a family pet.
Yeah. Because like I do agree with that actually. Because there are some kids that are just evil and
Literally.
and then there are parents that
Don't
see their child treating this dog a certain way, like pulling its hair or throwing it around or whatever, or carrying around this puppy that's only like a month or 2 months old.
Mm-hmm.
And you're letting them carry it, you're letting them treat it that way. You're not gonna say anything. I'm gonna treat your kid like that and then see if you say something.
No, for real, because they be yanking around. They have a little leash. They're yanking the dog.
Yes.
Like, the dog can't even
Like
walk.
this is a living thing.
Or they're pulling on the leash and the dog is hanging
Yes.
off the ground.
Oh, it's
I
actually
got the mic so fast. I feel like I'm like.
it's actually pissing me off just thinking about it right now. Don't get animals if you're not gonna take care of them.
Yes, and especially if you have a rowdy ass kid, they
And
need
also,
to learn.
Yes. Also, okay, because when I saw the children and dogs, I thought you were saying like children, like dogs are children, like they can be people's children.
Mm.
And I do agree with that.
Oh,
I think that's true, but it bugs me a lot where people are like, where people disagree with that. They're like, no, like dogs aren't like children. Yes, they are. You're basically treating them the exact same. You're taking care of them the exact same way you would kind of just treat like a child.
yeah.
But like my dog doesn't really talk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
The only difference I could like really say is like, yeah, obviously it's not the same thing, but it's very similar love.
Very similar, yes.
I have the same love.
Yeah, the same
That's my
love.
baby.
I prefer a dog than a child. I hate most children.
Coming from the girl who every single time we're out in public, oh baby.
Babies are cute. Some babies are cute, but they're so annoying.
Yeah.
They're, oh my god.
You have secret notes back there?
So I wrote something under this.
You can skip it if you want. I just wrote it. Go through whichever ones you want.
Okay. Respecting elders. Y'all respect your elders?
Yes. What's your take on it?
I have always felt this way because it's like people I hear different things all the time. People are like, I will respect anybody older than me, like old, like an elder, and like it doesn't matter how they treat me, like whatever, like I should respect them because they're old. That's your reasoning because they're old. Who cares? like that's literally the only thing you're saying. You're like I'm gonna respect them because they're old.
Yeah, and you're giving yourself power as the older person to like force somebody.
And it's like, I don't care if they're old. Like, yeah, they've been through things. Sure, we're all going through something. Like, I don't care. Like, if they're rude to me, they're being disrespectful. Why do I need to respect them?
Yeah,
that's how I feel, and it just like really bugs me because old people are actually really disrespectful. Most of them do not care at all, and they're like, I don't care because like. It's because we're not living how they used to live, you know? And it's like, did you really think that time was gonna stay the exact same forever? Like, you think we were all gonna stay like this? Like you? No.
Look what y'all were doing. Like, y'all influenced the way it is now. And you're talking about, oh, the good old days. Y'all made it the bad days here now.
Literally.
Good old days.
Literally. Anyways, that's my take. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I actually got into a little tiff about it with a family member. I won't say who.
Drama.
And they, I mean, especially like my background and my family. I have lots of family in the South. They are very like, you know, respect. They're very respect heavy. I'm the kind of the same way as Ani. Like, if you don't respect me, I won't respect you. And I will be respectful up until you give me a disrespectful response. Like, I'm not going up to people talking about, you look like a bitch, and then I'm going to like talk to them a certain way, you know, or like whatever. But I'll be like, hey, hello, blah, 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 have a conversation. As soon as I hear something that I'm like, that's off, that's disrespectful, that's something that's out, whatever. My whole attitude has changed. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't really say more on it other than you don't have to respect people if they don't respect you. Plain and simple.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Like, old people really are insane.
Insane.
They are cuckoo crazy. Wait, what did I say?
Cuckoo caca insano.
Cuckoo caca insano. All right. Well, I guess holiday decor.
Holiday decor. Should it be left up? Should you even put it up? And how long should you even put it up? And how long should you be leaving it up? Honestly, you know, do whatever your heart wants. Put it up. Don't put it up. Don't leave it up, though.
Don't leave it up.
Don't leave it up. as soon I feel like I will give grace for possibly the first 2 weeks of January. After the first two
Are we
weeks of
just talking?
January, that's like maximum for like Christmas decor, and that's like outside house decor.
Are we talking just any decor, or you're talking specifically Christmas decor?
I'm talking any decor, but right now I'm talking Christmas. Yeah, Christmas lights, I give a 2 week grace period. They should be gone before January ends.
Yeah.
And I don't be putting up Christmas lights, so yeah. Other decor, if you have like animatronics from like Halloween, that should be like, I mean, maybe you should take it down before Christmas, but I love seeing scary stuff. So by the end of the year, I feel like it's fine. But Christmas, you get Christmas and a week.
Yeah. I don't really approve of the
I don't approve. You're the HOA.
yeah. Just like leaving your like lights up all year and stuff. Like, well, Christmas is coming up. It's like every year, might as well leave it up. But it's like it's not happening every day, you know? Like there's a time for it. That's why Christmas is only in December. That's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not a whole year. Anyways,
the other thing on top of that, if they leave their lights on, if they leave it up but the lights are off,
said it's all right.
yeah.
It's okay.
But if they have the lights on every night,
save some energy. Like
Yeah.
OMG,
oh my
save
God.
the planet.
No, for real.
But yeah, I guess yeah, just don't leave it up forever. Take it down at some point. Decorate your house differently. Like you really want Christmas all year round?
Yeah.
Do something else.
What?
Just the way we're talking, we're like haters. Actually,
we are.
Yeah, I am the biggest hater.
These are our bad opinions.
Yeah. I think about this a lot because sometimes like I know like I dress up and I'm like I look pretty good today. Like I look good. Did my makeup, cute little outfit going on. Definitely not today though. Like today's not it.
Oh, shut up. I've been complimenting her all day.
But anyways,
talking about this outfit's not good.
And it's like it actually like
sorry, I did it again.
Not that I thought you dropped your whole drink. I was waiting for the splash. But why don't people compliment each other anymore? I feel like it's very rare because people are so like
they're so to themselves now, especially after COVID. People are so isolated in themselves.
I'm not scared to like compliment. If I see someone that looks nice or something they have on, I'm like, I really like your bag. Your nails are really pretty. Like your hair looks good. I love that color. Like nice color, whatever. Like I will compliment, but it just like I don't know, because it's like I feel like when someone knows, they're like, oh, that person definitely knows that they look good today. They don't compliment you, and I find that very weird. Why is that? Like, why don't people compliment each other like that? Like when I don't know.
Yeah, because like you feel you're most confident and nobody says nothing.
Yeah,
and it's like,
you're a hater. You're being a hater,
and it's like, well, now how am I supposed to feel? Which is like, okay, yeah, like other people's validation or whatever. But at the same time, it's kind of like there are times where you need it. Like you need other people's. You need a little bit of attention. You can't like.
It's nice.
You can't be like, oh, they're attention seekers, whatever. Like. Everybody needs public validation in some form or another. And compliments are the most positive way to do that. Like, come on.
Let's spread the love, the kindness.
I've been, especially in like the last couple of years, I've been trying to compliment people a lot more. Because sometimes like when my mom would do it, I would get embarrassed where she'd be like, oh, where'd you get that hat? And I'm like, don't ask.
Don't ask, like, you're not gonna even buy it.
No, for real. Because one time she complimented this lady's like sun hat, and it was like crazy. And I was like, okay, like you're not getting that. Like, and she's talking about where'd you get it? You're not buying that. Like sometimes when it's like so when you ask where it's from, instead of just being like that's cute, that's like okay, will you actually get it? No. But yeah, like I would be embarrassed, but now I'm like, it's not embarrassing. It's more, it's just kind. Or just saying something about like you get a lot of compliments about your eyes, not even like just clothes or anything. Just like a quick little don't. Well, maybe not a stranger. Don't be like, oh, your lips look luscious today. But
They look luscious.
But actually, you know what? I would
Got anybody
appreciate
kissing
that.
them later?
Yeah, honestly, I would appreciate that compliment. But yeah, like just a little thing. Oh, your eyeliner slayed today, girl.
Thank
I
you.
love the way you do your eyeliner. Like
Yeah.
it's so simple. Or even I got a compliment on my cup. Like it can literally be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, guys, that's our call to action today. Go compliment somebody. And compliment us in the comments.
You'd be like, compliment about what? Like, what?
They said those ugly ass bitches. Like, you're not even funny. That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
So funny.
But yeah.
Anyways, hurt my feelings actually. You guys actually hurt my feelings by saying that.
This hypothetical comment. I'm about to go on my personal page comment. Ugly ass.
It's so funny. But you know, keeping it short today, guys.
You keep looking at it. You said not that one, no. Things were getting controversial. That was tense. That was really tense, guys. I was scared. Hopefully nobody hates us.
When I get the opportunity to share my opinion, I share my opinion.
Oh, she does.
And I feel it in my soul. Like I feel like my blood boiling because I'm like, oh,
it's that earth sign.
I think so.
Yeah. You say one thing. You mentioned one thing that she got upset about like 6 years ago. It's fresh. It's fresh in her brain.
Don't even remind me.
One thing I know will make her mad if I mention this.
You're about to mention it?
Yeah, I'm about to mention it because I want to see reaction in real time.
No reaction.
Is when we were going to get breakfast at the comedy club. Get breakfast at the comedy club. But literally, it's the comedy club. They have really good breakfast.
It's pretty good.
Shit. I mean, it's really good.
No, that was crazy.
And we parked in a parking lot. Well, I can see your face.
A parking lot that was empty. I think there was one other car. It was a big ass parking lot too.
And we were probably gonna be in there for what, an hour?
We were in there for quite a while. Actually.
Yeah, but if we parked there, we would have only been there for an hour.
Yeah.
And we parked there. Lady comes out immediately as soon as we get out of the car. Oh, you can't park here. You can't park here. And
it was so
mad.
I was so mad about that because again, this parking lot was so big. Nobody was parked there. She was definitely watching us from behind the register, and as soon I think we took 2 steps away from the car, and she basically grabbed our shoulder and said, "She said, turn around, park somewhere else." No, she didn't grab us.
She basically grabbed her shoulders. Hella funny. She said no, like in Abbott when they said "gotcha" and they grabbed that.
It's so funny, but that was really crazy that she did that. And we came back to the car where we parked, and I looked over to the parking lot where we were supposed to park, and nobody was parked in there.
No, for real. We literally parked right next to the parking spot on the street. The parking lot, yeah. Speaking of Abbott, though, the last episode, Dad Fight, was really funny.
So good. If you don't watch Abbott, what are you doing? What else are you watching? Like, you're wasting your time watching some other things.
No, for real.
Watch Abbott.
I'm gonna cut this part out, but apparently, the lady who plays Miss Chimenti is a Trump supporter.
Oh no.
We need to fact check it because Quinn said that. I don't trust that bitch. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Fuck her in her comments.
Oh, definitely cut that out. But yeah, I was like so sad. But anyways, guys, Dad Fight, so funny. Anyways.
Oh, also we were at Target today, and it was just funny. But it was really funny. Cause just like, anyways, but it was funny. We were walking, and then this mom, she was kind of an old lady. She like sneezed or coughed really hard.
Coughed.
It was really loud, and I just made a joke when I said, I felt that in the back of my neck.
Yeah, she coughed hella loud. It sounded like it was right next to my ear, and then as soon as Ani said that, felt like she coughed on the back of my neck. I was like, literally,
and it was just so funny.
And then she coughed again, and I was like, oh my god.
I think she knew we were laughing at her. I think that was her daughter with her too. Something.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Speaking of like random like coughs and stuff. That makes me think. We went to go see the movie Anora the other day. Really good, actually. But there was this scene. What was the scene? Remember?
I don't even know.
It was one of the more serious scenes. And
Nuh-uh.
or was it kind of jokey?
It was jokey because
were
everyone
they in a strip club?
I don't know, but everyone was laughing.
Oh, yes. It was one of the more like humorous scenes. And this lady, like everyone's laughing, and then all of a sudden you hear and then she kept coughing, and there was like she kept trying to hide it between people's laughs, but like it was always in between the laughs.
She took advantage of that big crowd.
You could hear it
laughing.
It was so funny. And then it made me think about that time I went to go see a movie by myself there, and I started joking, and it was hella quiet. It was so quiet. It was a sad movie too, and I was like, I was chugging water, eating candy. I was eating push pops and popcorn, but it helped. Anyways, this is hella embarrassing to be choking in public, but those two ladies, different. Especially the lady at Target.
Old ladies, when they cough,
so funny. I would love to see. No, I wouldn't. I was like, I would love to see an old lady laugh and her dentures come out.
That would be crazy.
Like those videos you see on America's Funniest Videos.
I think I would just stare at her like, and then just like walk away.
You wouldn't even grab them?
Why would I be grabbing those?
Oh yeah, you're right. They're
ew.
In my head, I'm like, joke teeth.
You got me. This is on TV, right?
No, for real. Is this John Quinones? Am I? What would you do? Because I wouldn't pick that shit.
That's so funny.
He said, haha, I don't respect my elders. And then leave.
Yeah. You dropped it, you pick it up.
Learn that hard lesson.
Yeah. Keep it in your mouth. Anyways, we're about to wrap this up. And we're gonna watch the television.
We're about to get back on our media grind.
Yep.
As always.
Yeah.
We're gonna take our last sip. We're gonna go. Oh no.
Take our last sip.
The game goes for me. I'll never see us again. Anyways,
I hope y'all had fun, because I had fun.
Me too. Thanks for listening to us chat, guys. It's been real on this show.
On this show right here.
For real.
Well, we're just never going to say the name ever again.
Yeah, this is the last time. Last episode is the last time you heard it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Girl power. Girl power. Bye. Bye. Girl power. Is that what you... Girl power. I've been doing that.